Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Nicole Araki, and I want to teach you 5 ways to deal with your anxiety. I used to have a really bad problem with anxiety, especially when my kids were a little bit younger. I really noticed that baby was sleeping and I wasn't. I wasn't able to sleep, and I couldn't explain where the anxiety was coming from. I just didn't know. I'd never felt this way before. I was always a very relaxed person. And I went through quite a journey to try and kick this anxiety. So today I want to teach you 5 ways to kick anxiety to the curb. But I want you to know that with anxiety, it's something that you have to deal with every single day. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a victim, but it does mean that you have to work on it every single day. So the first tip that I have for you in terms of dealing with anxiety is to find some gratitude. I know you might be thinking, how can I be grateful for anything when all I can feel is this anxiety? Well, you can't feel anxious and grateful at the same time, so you got to give it a try. And it's as simple as just sitting down and thinking of what you're grateful for. And my sister and I used to practice this, and she'd come up with the weirdest things, but it works because it gets you on a roll of thinking about what you're grateful for. She used to say stuff like, I'm grateful for the color of my nail polish. I'm grateful that the sun is shining. Or I'm grateful that it's not raining right now. I'm grateful for having this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for not having any zits right now. I'm grateful for my last dentist visit being cavity free. Silly things maybe, but like I said, it gets you into the practice of feeling grateful for little things. Very, very important. The second thing, journaling, reflecting. So journaling is great because it's better than complaining. So it's basically complaining on paper, but it's a way that you can get the messy thoughts out of the way. I find for myself, especially when I was younger, I had a hard time figuring out what I was feeling at any given time. And I think a lot of young women, for sure, I don't know about boys, but I think a lot of young women probably struggle with this as well. Just not having a way to figure out what am I feeling and why, because they haven't recognized the patterns yet. Maybe there's older women like that out there too. I don't know, just speaking from my own experience. So journaling and reflecting on paper or on a private blog or even a public blog are all really good ways. I had a public blog for a number of years on my anxious journey through motherhood. I can provide a link to it for you if you would like, but the point is I was working through what I was feeling. Third thing, meditation and yoga. Yoga and meditation really help me a lot because they help me to truly get in touch with the physical aspects, because when we feel emotions, we generally tend to store them in the body. Yoga helps to reflect light into all of those places where you're feeling this, and can definitely, literally shed light on what's going on. Can also help you release old patterns, ways that you hold yourself, the ways that you've changed your physiology. Another great way. Okay, number 4. This one was huge for me. Find a physical outlet. I found running. Some people might find hiking, walking, trekking, Nordic skiing, cross-country skiing, biking, swimming, let's see, what else? Rock climbing, indoor or outdoor, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, canoeing, what else? Water skiing, something. Find something that you enjoy doing. Maybe you want to try CrossFit and try lifting weights. Sounds scary. I tried it. It's not that bad. It's actually kind of fun. And they start you out with these wooden weights to start. Anyway, really fun. Find a physical outlet. It helps you get out that powerful energy so that you can start with a clean slate. When you exhaust yourself a little bit, it's really hard to feel anxious. It takes a lot of energy to be anxious. Number 5. This was my biggest tip for kicking my anxiety to the curb. Feel your anxiety. Every day, roll it out of bed, sit on the floor or in a chair, close your eyes, and just feel what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling a fluttering in your chest or in your belly. Maybe your brain feels hot because you have so many thoughts going on inside of it. Just feel it. Feel your anxiety to the absolute fullest extent that you can feel it. It's almost like the worst case scenario, surrendering to the anxious feeling. But something really magical happens there. You give yourself permission to feel anxious, upset, sad, and you kind of almost get to the root of what's really happening there. You don't have to give this a story. There doesn't have to be a reason that you feel anxious. You just need to feel it. Feel it in your body, and then let it go. Get up, open your eyes, and see how you feel going into the rest of your day. Let me know if it works for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nicole Araki. I wish you the best of luck kicking your anxiety to the curb.